Coming up on The Report, find out how you can get a job right after college. Plus, see how one company in Anaheim is making a difference in your fridge.
And stay tuned to find out what this celebrity couple named their new baby boy.
Welcome to The Report. I'm Briana Beverly.
And I'm Jacqueline Cedillo. The Report is brought to you by the Broadcast Journalism students at Cal State Fullerton.
We begin today with an update on Russia's relentless invasion of Ukraine. Russia demanded Ukrainian forces in the city of Mariupol to surrender by Sunday morning. It was reported on Saturday night that over 100,000 people remain in the city. Lieutenant Colonel Prokopenko says that Russian forces are firing on steelwork factories on purpose in Mariupol. As hundreds of people are sheltering inside, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky calls the situation inhumane as Ukrainian forces prepare to defend their city.
Headlining news from New York City, 62-year-old Frank James opened fire alarm with a smoke bomb on a subway train on Tuesday, April 12. The New York subway shooter was taken into custody earlier this week after carrying an attack on the New York City subway. At least 29 people were injured during the incident. Law enforcement says that James called the police on himself, telling that he would be at a McDonald's nearby. James appeared in court on Thursday where he was denied bail. The attack continues to be under investigation since there is still no clear motive to why James opened fire.
The Justice Department makes progress to protect our rights to bear arms, or in this case, legally owned guns. The Justice Department introduced a new gun rule on Monday, April 11th. The rule is called ghost guns. This term refers to a gun that has no serial number, and this new rule will make it harder for criminals to use untraceable weapons. And it also helps law enforcement to find the weapon used in crimes. Biden is in hopes to limit gun control because of shooting crimes in America. The new ruling is expected to go into effect within 120 days that it has been posted in the Federal Register.
The DA has issued a warning on the new trend of mass overdoses caused by fentanyl. This is caused by an increase in counterfeit prescription pills containing fentanyl and meth. The fake pills are being mass-produced by criminal drug networks and labs and marketed as the real deal. More than 9.5 million counterfeit pills have been seized so far, more than the last 2 years combined. This is the DEA's first public safety alert in 6 years. Over the past year, overdose deaths rose in 47 states. The DEA urges everyone to only take medications prescribed by medical professionals and dispensed by licensed pharmacists.
It's that time of year again. Soon-to-be college graduates are ready to turn their degrees into careers. Our reporter Evangeline Laino shares how new-coming graduates feel about finding a job right after college.
Graduation is right around the corner. The class of 2022 is ready to look for jobs that they've been going to school for.
Looking for a career in my job is hard.
Difficult.
Not too bad.
Hard, difficult, but not too bad. Soon-to-be college graduates are in search of their next big step. Diana Tejeda, a nursing major, says that applying for a job in her degree is a waiting game.
As a nurse, you usually want to start into a new grad program. So hospitals do like cohorts, and most of them don't start till like September, October, and the applications period is now. So there's like a long wait in between.
According to the University of Washington, studies show that about 53% of recent graduates from the past years have been unemployed or working a job that doesn't require a degree. Many students find themselves settling for entry-level jobs and feel discouraged to apply to higher position jobs simply because of a lack of experience.
So far, I haven't had the experience yet since I'm just teaching, trying to get through the credential program.
A lot of times students think that they need paid experience to have that on their resume, so their resume may not be as updated with all kinds of experiences and different strengths that they have.
Another reason behind the job market scare is the divide between hiring managers and job seekers, what the employers want versus what the job seeker wants. There are many students with the same degrees applying and competing for the same single job.
I always say focus on the skills. If someone else has more experience than you, but you have a lot to offer, talk about what you can offer.
Career counselor Naomi Shibley advises all students to visit the Career Center even after they graduate for help with resume building. Signing off, this is Evangeline Laino in Fullerton. The Report.
Still to come, is school worth the drive? Find out which drive we're talking about.
Also, this music genre is taking over the world by storm. See how these catchy songs are making a breakthrough after the break. As the United States economy slowly recovers, many tech companies continue to thrive and grow. This is especially true when it comes to gaming companies, and it looks like they're not done growing. Here's reporter Bryan Diaz with more on the story.
One of the first questions that people ask themselves before buying a new video game console, such as the Xbox, PlayStation, or Nintendo Switch, is whether the console has games to play. And it seems that these companies took that question to heart, turning their attention towards video game developers and their studios.
It can be, quite honestly, a very beneficial and lower cost option than trying to build out its own infrastructure and expand its enterprise to tap into a market or tap into a new business.
This business strategy comes to light after the announcement that Microsoft is planning to acquire Activision Blizzard for a whopping of $68.7 billion by the end of 2023. While this isn't Microsoft's first acquisition, such in the case of Mojang and Bethesda, this is their largest to date. And yet, somehow, this isn't really seen as a negative towards many fans.
Microsoft has had a decent track record with the companies that they've had and like giving them time to make the games that they want, like with Double Fine, how they were able to make Psychonauts 2 after so long.
And yet, these companies aren't actually after the studios themselves. In reality, they're actually after their intellectual properties.
First and foremost, they will look at what is the most profitable of those IPs that they own and then try to, continue on development with like those games either in production or make new productions for those IPs.
And as the battle for IP rages on, it's best to stay aware of what Microsoft and its competitors have in store for us in the near future.
I think it could be an opportunity to maybe enter into a place where after a purchase, this specific company, say for example Activision or Blizzard, is not going to really pursue this certain genre of game, so opportunity, or it could be opportunity for the small companies to be acquired by a bigger company and get more capital to do even more projects and kind of expand their network. So it's opportunity on both sides.
I'm Bryan Diaz in Fullerton, reporting for The Report.
Families all over the world celebrated Easter this Sunday with eggs, games, and prizes, with the cute animal as the holiday's mascot. Many bunnies are being sold at a cheaper price to level up your Easter egg experience. Even though rabbits are cute and cuddly, they do require a lot of work. Rabbits can be a 10-year commitment. This can lead up to thousands of dollars spent on food, shelter, and proper care. According to the National Humane Education Society, many rabbits every year are turned into local animal shelters and are left without homes. They ask consumers to please think twice before buying a bunny as a gift for your future Easter events.
Do you need help getting your groceries for your family? Well, you're in luck. Our reporter Maria Cornejo tells us more on how this food pantry in Anaheim is making a change in these locals' lives.
The event was held from 9 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Before, volunteers were up in the morning to help some families. Pantry is an organization that supports homeless families by providing food. Also, the organization is a food bank. Lift Charity is having a drive event pantry. At least 44 volunteers are helping out today. The organization has boxes along with groceries. It has everything that the family needs.
Thank you guys for the opportunity of being here today. They're, being participating. Thank you for inviting me to Work with Compassion. This is our nonprofit organization, and we're helping, and we're happy because we know there is a lot of people in need. They tell us that we're probably going to be expecting more than 500 families, so we're excited.
5 or 6 years ago, Uplift Charity started the food pantry. We noticed that some of the community members are in need of food. So we started food pantry. We started with almost 70 families, and now we have over 800 families registered with.
To say that the favorite part of the event was pretty much coming together as a community, all ethnicities, all backgrounds, and pretty much helping out the community.
Finally, the volunteers made some families happy. I am Maria Cornejo in Anaheim reporting for the report.
Cal State Fullerton, nicknamed the Commuter College, finds out why as a reporter Elian Escalante shares some of the struggles students face as they drive to school on a daily basis.
Along with the stress that comes with going to college, commuting Cal State Fullerton students face a unique struggle simply trying to attend their classes. Oscar Rodriguez makes the long drive on a daily basis, having each of his classes in person.
Currently I live in West Covina. It takes me about like 40 or 50 minutes to get over here. Just depending on traffic, and especially if there's car accidents happening in the freeway when I get over here.
To work around his hectic schedule, Rodriguez has had to make some changes in his daily routine.
By the time I get home, I basically eat, take a shower, and then I do some homework, or I have to do some other stuff on the side. So I basically don't fall asleep till like 1 or 2 a.m., so it kind of does take a toll on my mental health.
Although the issue of traffic continues to pose as an obstacle for Rodriguez, he continues to persevere. On the other hand, some students have had to get creative in order to avoid the traffic. Ryan Garcia had to change his mode of transportation in order to avoid the traffic while getting to class.
So driving my car to school every morning, I was always stuck in traffic, and I had to park across the street, which was a 15-minute walk to class. But now with my motorcycle, I can lane split on the freeway, I get here a lot quicker, and I can park a lot closer too.
The 23-year-old Fullerton native also found a way to avoid paying for the university's $334 parking permit.
Right now I park across the street by Flame Broiler, and the only couple struggles that I have are that I have to carry around my jacket and my helmet every single day, and my bike's at risk of getting towed.
Garcia is one of the few students who makes the effort to ease his commuting process. Some students have ditched the process altogether. Antonio Cortez understood the cost of making the drive to attend classes at Cal State Fullerton and chose not to deal with the hassle.
I didn't want to pay the $334 for the parking pass, and as well as want to give myself more free time because of my challenging major.
Although, the third-year transfer student does not let remote learning get in the way of his goals.
I aspire to become a high school math teacher and then maybe in the future go on to be a college professor. Working as a TA and as a tutor.
With the common trend of Cal State Fullerton students finding it difficult to make it a class, it can be seen how many students have taken matters into their own hands in order to make it through college. Signing off, this is Elian Escalante with the report.
Now, it takes great power to play hockey. Hockey is a mental, physical, emotional, and psychological sport that not everyone is fit for. Our reporter Alex Granados shares how this student athlete proves that hard work is a result of dedication.
To the naked eye, all is well and normal. However, Gabe Zellico, a grad student goalie at Cal State Fullerton, was born with a rare condition and has not let it derail him.
So the condition is called brachydactyly. 1 in 30,000-ish kids are born with it. It's basically just an underdeveloped hand, and I basically have the function of like half an index finger and a thumb. So I basically just have pinching that I can use my hand with.
Some teammates weren't even aware of his hand.
Actually, the first half of the year, I did not know about the disability until the latter part, spring season, I really kind of looked into it, and I was actually very surprised about his disability.
While others were impressed at the feat.
I definitely noticed it pretty quick though, because I saw it, I was like he's really out here playing goaltender with that condition, like that's insane. And he was good too.
Be doing that still when I come down.
Gabe uses his major, sports psychology, not only to help himself personally and athletically, but also his teammates in the rink.
For me, it's always been maintaining focus. If I mess up in a game, I always try not to let it get to my head, but a lot of the times it would. And so he's just taught me a lot of different techniques to try to center myself.
I've fallen into a rut, and I didn't really know what to do, so I definitely took him aside, like, hey, Gabe, I'm not producing this game, what do I need to do to work on it?
A couple of months into his program, he realized he might be destined for the Paralympics.
I don't think many Paralympians can meet with sports psychologists or mental skills coaches that have a hand like theirs or just a limb difference that they can relate to and see themselves in. So, and I know that would be the most meaningful work that I could do.
This is Alexandro Granados with the report.
Now, when we come back, the Queen of Instagram has returned, and after 4 years of being silent.
And see where proud small businesses unite on a historical street in LA after the break. In celebrity news, American rappers Cardi B and Offset has recently announced the name of their son to the public last Thursday. This reveal comes after months after his initial birth back in September. The name in question was revealed to be Wave CSUF, which was later confirmed by both the rappers' Instagrams. It was also revealed that Offset was the one who came up with the name after the pair knew that they were having a boy. Wave is the second child between the two rappers after having their daughter Culture Kiari Cephas back in July 10, 2018. We here on the report love the unique name and wish the two the best of luck with their ever-growing family.
Selena Gomez, who is the CEO, actress, and singer, has recently just opened up about why she has been MIA on social media sites. She explained in an interview with the Good Morning America, saying, quote, "I understand how powerful the internet is, and in so many ways, it's done the best for things for the world, but not for me," end quote. Gomez was also extremely vocal as to why she cut ties with social media due to her mental health. "We are all happy that she is back on TikTok and Instagram. After her return, she has been more active and always trying to interact with her fans. We stand a humble queen." Now, even though she has come back, this may be temporary, and we may still have to be on the lookout for possible retirement.
Korean pop has become the new sensation in America, but what is it that drives fans to it? Well, lucky for me, I got the chance to visit and deep dive into the subject and visit the local K-pop store to find out.
They are the world-recognized bands breaking records all over the world. It used to be the Backstreet Boys, but today it's behind the scene, or like the world knows them, BTS. The new superstars from South Korea, BTS, is part of the Korean pop, also known as K-pop, revolutionizing and causing sensation in America. It's the dance moves, the rhythm, and the catchy tune what has caught the eye of many Americans. From mugs to posters and anything you can imagine is what this sensation has caused. Nora, the manager at K-pop store located in Riverside, tells us why K-pop has caused the eye of many.
Their personalities too. So they also have like survival shows, or they have like game shows that they do and they produce with their companies, and that kind of shows their personality, and that's why we're really attracted to them.
Fans say that it's not only their music, but it's also their connection and dedication that the 7 members of BTS put in that draws them to K-pop and wanting them to keep listening to their music.
It's the complete package, especially when it comes with the music videos. They work so hard to create a theme, an overall theme, and you just, like the eras, you just grow with them. I think that's what I like about it. You just feel so connected, like you're part of the team.
The artistry behind like the music videos, I remember one of the first ones I watched was Blood, Sweat, Tears, and I was just like by BTS, and I was just blown away by like the artistry and like the musicality of it.
With thousands of social media fans, the K-pop industry just keeps growing and growing, which can guarantee to its fans that K-pop will be around for a while. So go ahead and check out this store. Maybe you'll want to become part of the K-pop community. Reporting in Riverside for the report, Jacqueline Cedillo.
Ever wondered where the birthplace of Los Angeles is? Well, wonder no more and add this site to your travel list as I take you around the historical and colorful marketplace known as Olvera Street. Olvera Street is a place where visitors can get a taste of Mexican culture and a sense of the history that still stands preserved in the buildings and plaza that surround the street. It is also known as the birthplace of Los Angeles.
Se siente muy bien, siempre me gusta ver la cultura. Los niños siempre están jugando, y también cuando yo crecí de niña vine con mi familia y mi mamá siempre me platicaba de todo, y también cuando voy a México me recuerdo de eso, y por eso me gusta venir aquí cada mes, muchas veces del año y todo eso.
Every owner here or every customer is all part of the Latin countries all around the world, and they all come together to unite.
Para mí, la comunidad de aquí de La Olvera ha sido muy buena, muy gentil conmigo. Todos me conocen aquí, muy buenas personas, todos.
In the heart of Olvera Street sits the Avila Adobe, which holds the record for being the oldest house in Los Angeles. It was built in 1818 and is open and free for the public to visit every single day. Today I met with an amazing artist and portrait painter who migrated from Colombia to the United States for a better life.
Pues aquí en la Placita Olvera me dieron la acogida y aquí lo que hago son hacer retratos, caricaturas, a veces hago el face painting también. Y mientras tanto adentro estoy trabajando mis cuadros y pinturas para las exposiciones de arte.
For the generations of merchants at Olvera Street who have worked tirelessly for decades to maintain and grow the legacy of their families, fight to survive the pandemic, and has since grown to protect the soul of the city landmark. Olvera Street is located at 845 North Alameda Street, Los Angeles, California. Make sure to go and enjoy yourself and enjoy the Hispanic culture Olvera Street has to offer. Reporting for The Report, I'm Briana Beverly. Well, that is all the time that we have for today. Make sure to follow us on all of our social media sites to stay up to date on the latest in local, entertainment, and national news. I'm Briana Beverly.
And I'm Jacqueline Cedillo, and this is The Report.